down the road must have a code.
Okay, boys and girls, parents, this is the book, Standard of Excellence, Book 1, and it should say Flute right here. Okay, Book 1, Flute. Now, you can open your books up actually to page 6. Okay, we're going to be playing that in a little bit, but we're going to start off with a sound, getting a sound in the head joint. Okay, you're blowing across this like you would a Coke bottle. You kind of say, we, to, blow a thin stream of air, and you go. Sometimes this can be really hard to do. Once you find your sound, it's a good idea to look in the mirror and see what you're looking like. And once you do find it, when you're playing your flute, you always hold that flute, this mouthpiece right there so you don't lose your embouchure. And practice blowing that thin stream of air across, and then try to go down and up and down and up with your thin stream of air. This helps control the height, the high notes and the low notes on your flute. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Now, the first note we're going to play on number 1 on page 6. First note is a D. Okay, this is the hardest part about the flute, getting your fingerings correctly. Now you'll notice your first finger goes here, the second one down, your thumb goes here, and you hold this part up against your flute, then you skip one, and then you skip these two, and that pinky will go here, right there on that E flat key. But for now, the D, the dog's head is up, and the dog's tail is up for the D. Notice I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. I hold my flute bench like this so I can raise my thumb up anytime I want. This is a D. I'm going to play number 1 on page 6. It's a whole note D, then a whole rest, then a whole note D. I'll do a couple of them. I probably won't play the whole thing. D. See the fingering. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Okay, D is probably one of the harder notes to play too. If you have leaks within your flute, and you may not even know it, it can be really hard to play. And you have no idea why you aren't getting a sound sometimes. So that's why it's important to always take care of your flute, because sometimes if the keys get a little bent and you're not getting a sound, you don't know why, and it can be very frustrating to play the instrument. Anyway, there's your D. Next note, C. It's just the opposite. D, dog's head is up, dog's tail is up. I'm putting the tail down, putting the head down. Everything else is up. This is a C, one of the harder notes to hold. I keep my fingers close to the keys though. It's a harder note to hold, but it's an easier one to play. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Okay, now the next one is going to be, well, now if you're going to go back from D, like that, and then you go to C, just the opposite. You go up, let's see here, there we go. You practice going D, real slowly, making sure that you're on the right keys. Always check. If you're doing it wrong, then you're learning it wrong, and then you're going to be hard to break that habit. D, C, D, C. I have second-year students that still put their fingers on the wrong keys because they learned it incorrectly, and it's a habit that's hard to break. Going back to D. So if I play D, rest, and I change to C, 3, 4. back to D. Rest and back to C. Huh. Okay, that was number 3.
The one they fix, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh.